Live on the air, and so those of you tuning in, this is the kind of pre-ramble, the kind of getting ready sound check thing in front of a live audience. Say hello there, everyone who's here. Hello. Hello. Hi. Nice to see you all too. So this is really cool to do a live stream and a live audience at the same time, and it'll have a different energy. And we can take some chances, we can do some new things, we can, play a little bit, and then, maybe even take some requests, we'll see. And I'll be, obviously I can't respond to everyone from here who's tuning in on live, but I will be responding to your texts later on, so please do chime in, say hello to each other. Let me know where you're from, where you're coming in from. I see comments coming up already. Bing, 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 bing. All right, isn't that exciting? Yeah. It's cool coming in from all over the country, or all over the world here too. Looks like France is chiming in again. So there we go. Well, should we play a tune? Maybe we'll just do a warm-up tune here, and we'll warm up the screen as well. So, how's that sound there? Sound all right? Okay, I'll warm up here with a tune I call Fantasía de Fuego. Found out yesterday that Mr. Bojangles was a real person. Bill Bojangles Robinson, who was a great dancer, a soft shoe. And Jerry Jeff Walker wrote a tune about him. And Brian found some footage of the real Mr. Bojangles. And he was nicknamed that because sometimes he would go and kind of steal things off the vendors' tables while he was dancing, you know? And so Bojangles is kind of an old Southern term for a rabble-rouse or rapscallion, you know? And so that's how he got that nickname, which he lived up to in his later years, I guess. But we thought it would be fun to do a little bit of Mr. Bojangles while you're seeing him really dancing behind me. So this will be a first time we've done this. Oh, I guess we missed this one. But we get the song anyway. From Chet Atkins. He recorded in his basement for me. But I might just improvise a little bit on it. There was an album released after Chet's death, posthumously, and called something like The Basement Sessions. And a lot of those tunes that were released were tunes that he recorded for me so I could learn them. So I remember, yeah, he sent me a cassette of that because I met Chet through his brother-in-law, Jethro Burns, who was my mandolin teacher at that time. And so when we met, Chet said, "I'll send you a tape of some things you can learn for your hotel gig." And I wasn't even playing concerts then, but he just kind of took me and many other people under his wing and, you know, kind of encouraged them. So a lot of the tunes I recorded on my Heartstrings recording were actually from those tunes that he had taught me. And Brian, are you set up for Fine Pickle? What do you think? Oh, all right. No about a doubt it. So Fine Pickle is the only tune on the new recipe book, Acoustic Chef, in which the tune came first and then the recipe followed, which of course has to be my mother's and grandmother's pickle recipe. But it wasn't named after that originally. It was named after this old tape that we found of my grandparents during 1929 and their vacation in Canada during Prohibition. So this is the tune I wrote to go along with this tape, and it's a fine pickle. I'll play a tune on my harp guitar. So I like to have these extra low bass strings, especially when I'm doing a song about space. You need that space sound, don't you? And I wrote this tune after I was invited to play for the astronauts in Houston for their annual Fajita Fest. And there, Susan Helms, one of the astronauts, bought my Heartstrings recording, the same one that has Mr. Bojangles on it, all those Chet Atkins tunes and classical tunes. She thought that would be good music to watch the Earth by. And when I saw the images that came down from where that cassette tape went, that was actually back in the days of cassette tapes that went up. And I was so inspired, I wrote this tune, and Brian found some of the very images that inspired the piece. This is View from Space. I had a request last night for a Beatles tune, so I thought I'd play it again tonight. And this is one it's probably the hardest tune that I play. So wish me luck. So, an arrangement I learned from Claude Liflam in Canada of Eleanor Rigby. Oh, thank you. Did you hear all three parts going on there? Yeah, okay, great. Okay. Yes, okay, yeah, we're having some more audience join us here, so make your way here. And it was fun to learn that piece from Claude. I learned that at the Harp Guitar Gathering, and that's where I met Andy Wahlberg, who's going to be joining me tomorrow. If you want to head out to Sarasota, yes, fantastic guitarist. He just plays all those great tunes, and so we're going to be doing some duets there. But more importantly, today we went out on Andy's fishing boat, and I caught 2 fish. Hey, wow, this is exciting! Wow. Okay, I know it's a big deal. And I also caught a bird. And they were all catch and release. We had to draw the bird in, and then a pelican. And only just got the tip of its wing, you know, and it was quite actually. Quite accommodating, really, when we brought it up close, you know, to release its wing, and it flew off, you know. So that was the excitement of the day, and so it was. We always like to do that. A little sunburn here. So this idea of a good time, a time that you could just forget about all your troubles and not worry about a thing. So when I asked him just to do whatever he wanted for visuals behind Why Worry, You'll guess what he came up with. This is by Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. Beautiful, beautiful melody. At the show a few nights ago, I decided to do a version of Vincent in French, because, you know, it was about the life of Vincent van Gogh, and he was such an important part of the French Impressionist movement that I thought it would only be appropriate that it be sung in French. So I did it together with Google Translate, and the owner of this house concert was Benoit, and he came up to me and said, "This is not really French." And so So he went through all the lyrics with me, and I'm going to try to incorporate as many of the new ones as I can. This will be the new and improved version. Now, are there any French people in the audience who I'm going to offend today? Okay. Oh, no offense. Okay, well, you can help me again afterward. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Now I'm nervous. There's a real French person in the audience. Okay, here we go. Let me check my tuning. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, as a special extra bonus, I'm going to play it in tune for you. These are super trebles on here. This is a unique instrument, so don't worry, only 19 more to go. It has steel strings on the top here, these super trebles, and then the regular part are nylon. And so it's a little bit unique in that way. It was built originally as just a practice harp guitar. The main idea is that it's smaller and it'll fit in the overhead bin of an airplane. So that was the first and most important prerequisite, and then we just started adding more and more doohickeys on these half-step tuners so that I can change keys more easily on the sub basses, and I can actually play in more than one key for you now. Yes, so. Well, I'll start off instrumentally, and then when I feel brave enough, this lady sitting here, then I will start the vocals after a bit. Don McLean, Vincent.
Étoilée de nuit, quand te palais bleu et gris, on regarde un jour d'été avec des yeux qui connaissent mes ténèbres, ombre sous les bois, esquissant les arbres sur le fleuve, le brise et les frissons des vers, terre des rubans blancs en sucrelaire. Maintenant je comprends ce que Jésus essaie de me dire. Tu as souffert pour santé d'esprit, essaie de les libérer. Ils pourront pas, ils n'ont pas su, peut-être que jamais pu. Ils ne pourront pas t'aimer, mais ton amour était vrai. Aucun espoir n'était lassé, vous, en cette nuit étoilée, t'es prêt à vivre comme vous éventuellement. J'aurais pu te dire, Vincent, ça m'a jamais été fait pour un aussi beau que toi.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Thank you. Don't you think it works in French? It has almost a French sort of melody, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, we should do Nola. This is a very special tune for me. I learned it first on a regular guitar before I got my harp guitar. And I heard Bela Fleck playing that melodic banjo, you know, where he's doing all these kind of harp-like cross-string things. And I was wondering, I wonder if that can be done on the guitar. And so I started playing with the technique and looking for a tune that could use that. And when I heard my mother play Nola on the piano, I thought, well, maybe that one would do it. And sure enough, so I used this cross-string technique, and I was very proud to have come up with that. And then I found out Chet Atkins had been doing that for decades, you know? But not on this tune, though. He didn't do the cross-string fingering on this tune. And I played it for my mandolin teacher, Jethro, and he said, oh, yep, you got to meet my brother-in-law. So it was this tune that was kind of the culprit. And that was Chet Atkins. And so this is Nola. I'm going to feature some of Brian's photo work. So this is some of his really charming photography. have another hand for Brian Allen, his photo art. And the second half of the show, we're going to feature some of the new songs that I've written about sailing, about our sailing trip. And those of you who are watching online, when we're finished here, so instead of doing that, just go to youtube.com/acoustic sailing, and you can check out our sailing adventures and the sailing tunes in process. So you'll hear a lot of those tunes just as they were being written on the boat. So Brian's done a great job in capturing those on that YouTube channel. So I'll finish off with this one tune before our intermission, and that we do have a CD table. Those online, yes, there's a CD table there too. It's at murielanderson.com if you'd like. So we'll finish off this half or finish off the live stream as well with a little tune where I imitate the sound of an entire bluegrass band. Oh, before we sign off for this half, I want to thank you for Rich for putting this all together. So big thank you. It worked out great. So thank you so much, Rich, for doing that. And we'll finish off this little bit with a medley of some old-timey tunes, starting with a little old-time clawhammer banjo.